Ladies, it's Karen, and I finally played with my Prima dolls. I started this actually a couple of days ago, but I've had to hold off on the crafting this past week because I'm having trouble with my fingers again. They're sore and, with cuts and stuff. But at any rate, I did complete it today, so I'll show you what I did. This is the doll that I used. I guess it's doll number 1, and I think she's super cute with the little peasant dress. I paper pieced her, and for the tag itself, I used this tag as a template, and I used this Prima ledger paper. It's the same color as this, to create the tag itself. For the doll, I had seen a few days ago, Julie Nutting, who created these doll stamps, has a video up of her creating one of these tags. And she always stamps her doll on a piece of Prima paper from, I believe it's the Madeline collection, so that it matches the skin tones, and she doesn't, she's cute. She says she doesn't like to have to color, So I took that as a tip, and I used this sheet to stamp my doll. I thought the tones were perfect for the skin tones, and so that's what I did. And I didn't care that some of the writing, was on the doll itself, because after all, it's a mixed media. This doll was meant for mixed media. So I thought it was cool. So that's what I did. And then to paper piece her, I used paper from the new Prima engraver papers. And Wanda had sent me a set of the 6x6 and a set of the A4, which, thank you so much, Wanda. I fell in love with the paper so much that I went and ordered a 6x6. So thank you so much. But I'm using the paper that Wanda had sent me, and but this is what the engraver paper looks like, and it is gorgeous, gorgeous paper. A lot of things to fussy cut and everything else. So beautiful, gorgeous paper. I love the tones in here. So that's what I used to fussy cut her. I also, I'm going to pick it up real quick so you could see. I also did some fussy cutting. This little measuring tape here, you probably, I don't know if you could see that. And this measuring tape here is also from the paper. Yeah, I colored the doll's hair using my, what kind of pencils are they? They're not Prima pencils, but I forgot what they're called. But they're the good coloring pencils. So I colored her hair. I also paper pieced the headband, and I went over it with glossy accents. Then to create these really cool wings, I thought it came out really sweet. I used, hold on, I brought everything out to share with you. I used the wings, a set of wings from this set of clear stamps, or clear stickers, and it's by the Stickabilities by the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. And obviously I used the big set that was in here because they looked more like fairy wings than the other ones, but I'll still use these. So that's what I did. I took the clear sticker, and I stuck it onto a sheet of acetate, and this is acetate, just a blank piece of clear acetate from Hobby Lobby. And so I adhered it to the acetate and then fussy cut it out. And then used my dimensionals to adhere it to my girl. Well, maybe I didn't. No, I put the whole girl on dimensionals before I put her on the tag. But that would have been a good idea to put dimensionals. Anyway, anyway, so yeah, that's how I did the wings, and I thought it came out super cute. So that's how I prepared the doll. For the tag, I went over the tag with the gold Heidi Swap Shine color, and then I used my bronzer by Heidi Swap, and I love this bronzer. Look, mine is leaking. It's really got me upset because this color is gorgeous. It comes out a nice shimmery bronze, just beautiful. See? So I did spray that on the back, on this background tag. I also used my Studio Calico white spray and sprayed that in the background. And I believe, oh, and some of the gold Heidi Swap Shimmer Shine in the background. And then I heat set that all. And then this clock here in the background is actually one of those pizzazz, I forgot what you call them, but it's actually a sticker. And I had gotten this, it's from Paper Wishes, I believe, I'm not sure. And I'd gotten this off of a set of these off of HSN years ago. So that's where the clock came from, in the middle there. And then I went over the tag with this Prima stencil by Finbar, with these little flowers, really sweet. So I used my modeling paste to do that. And Becky was here, and she let me use her stamp. It's a, what do you call those tall bikes? Penny farthing. So I just stamped a penny farthing here and up here. My idea was to give it a little bit of a steampunk edge. So that's what I did there. And then after I prepared the tag, then I adhered my doll so that I could create around her. So I adhered my doll on dimensionals. And then I took, this is this gear here is from the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. And I took one of the Tim Holtz game spinners and put a brad through it, and then just adhered it to the middle of the clock there. The brad doesn't go all the way through the tag. It's just, you know, folded under. But I believe the spinner can move a little bit still. Then, so I did that. And then I started playing with the metals from Butterbee Scraps. So this is one of the butterflies, and it looks like this. And these are so sweet because you could take the butterfly and see you can bend it up, you know, so that it becomes dimensional without a problem at all. Not that it's flimsy, but really sweet. So I took my butterfly like this, and then I added one of these Recollections Gold Tone flowers to the top of it. And I just used my heat gun, or my glue gun, to adhere that. And then I, you know, bent it a little bit and then adhered it to the tag using my glue gun. Or no, I'm sorry, using glossy accents. And then down here, underneath here, you can see there's a doily from Julie, the paper bag lady, a portion of a doily. And then you can see this metal here and this metal here poking through. And that is also a metal from Monique's shop, and it looks like this. And what I did was I cut this side off. I cut both the sides off, this side and this side, and then I was left with like this little middle flower. So I used this and this as leaves, and then I was able to use this middle piece as a flower as a separate embellishment. So very, very cool. And I just used my scissors to cut it apart. So I'm trying to hurry because the lighting isn't good. Just a moment. So sorry about that. So I did that. I added the metal pieces from Butterbee Scraps shop there. And then And then this piece here is also from her shop, and that comes from a piece that looks like this. And see, I just cut that piece out. It looks just like, you know, on the other side there. And I put it in there. And then I started building my flowers. This flower here is actually a white one that I received from Joanne. She's J-Ho Clueless. Thank you so much for these, Joanne. I love them. And they take mist perfectly. And apparently she finds these at her dollar store. So, but it was a white flower like that. And I went over it with this, with the bronzer, the Heidi Swapp bronzer. I highly recommend this stuff. And look at the beautiful bronze color. I mean, it looks like a metallic flower now. Just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. And then after I had the bronzer all over there, I spritzed it once or twice real quick with a little bit of the gold, just to give it a little bit of a sheen. So it looks like a metallic flower. Really cool. So I added that, and then these two flowers here look similar like this, and I went over those with the same bronzer, except not as heavy. And then and those are from my stash. And then I added, I'm sorry, am I making you crazy? I'm sorry. This is such a big tag, so it's kind of difficult. Then I added this brown flower here, or bud, and this one here, and I got those from Olga. They look like this. Thank you so much, Olga. They're beautiful. I love that brown tone. So I, you know, poked those in there. I used some of the bronze toned flowers by Recollections in there. And there, I added a little, this is a miniature Tim Holtz deer, like that, there, and underneath here. This is the other flower piece to that piece that made the leaves, and I just layered it with this little plastic flower that I received the other day from Amanda. I'm sorry, Ashley. From Ashley. She's Adshaw 32. She sent me a really sweet rack the other day, and she sent me this little baggie of goodies. So I used the sequins, and I used the little black flowers like that, and it was really fun digging through this little baggie. So thank you so much, Ashley. As you can see, I added sequins here and here, a black one there, a little black flower there, there's a sequence up there. So this is the first time I've ever played with sequins, so very cool. I adhered those with my glossy accents. So that's where this flower, little flower, and that flower came from. Let's see. Also, I used a Tim Holtz light bulb. I stuck that in there. And I had gone over everything with hints of gesso, just to lighten it up and distress it out. So that's a Tim Holtz light bulb, so that was fun. The maroon flowers here, the wine-colored flowers, are from my stash, from Craft Supplies 1. I know I feel like I'm doing this really fast, but I'm losing daylight. And then, yeah, so I think it came out really cute. I put a lot of detail in this bottom section here as I layered my flowers. Just playing with those metal pieces from Monique's shop, which is going to be my new favorite. This here is lace, and it was white. Oh, I also backed the tag with some black cardstock, just regular weight black cardstock, and I would probably go back it with lightweight chipboard next time. But anyway, so this trim was white, but I sprayed it with that bronzer and a couple of splashes of the gold, and then I used this gold trim here on top, and I had received that in a rack so that, you know, it would show through. Really sweet. And I went over it a little bit with gesso, so it has a nice shimmery grayish tones, metallic tones to it. The Be Brave Dare to Be Different message is from Cosmo Cricket, the tiny type that you could find at Joann's, and it looks like this. So I just took them out and used my journaling pen to outline them all, outline the individual sticker. For the seam binding, I used the bronzer and a little bit of the gold and some water to crinkle it, get it wet and crinkle it, and then I tied it through with a bow, and I used the garment pin and these charms. This is a set of wings, so cute. I believe this is Making Memories. I can't remember. I've had them in my stash for a while. So a little set of wings, and then this little, I don't know if it's like a train tag or a luggage tag, but it's really cute. They were browns. I didn't do the back, but that's the color originally. So I adhered those, and then I went over even the seam binding with a little bit of gesso. So I think she came out really super cute. I'm definitely going to make another tag. Definitely going to give another, play with the wings with the doll some more. And yeah, I really enjoyed working with this. And I really enjoyed working with the metals, and this spray is excellent stuff. So that's my Prima tag, my very first Prima Doll tag. So let me know what you think. I tried to give it, I thought maybe it had a steampunk type edge to it. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm kidding myself. But there you go. Thanks so much for watching, ladies. I appreciate it, and I'm sure I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.